I know what I have at home, my collection that I have. Does buying this shoe fill a gap? Does it make sense? Or am I always going to choose one of the shoes I have over it? Or are they going to compete? And that's kind of how I gauge if I should add a type of shoe or not. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, She's French. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. The button is down below, you know what to do, but it would mean so much to me. So today's video is something we talked about in a past video where I kind of gave you a little preview of my shoe. It's not a collection, there's like 5 pairs, but you know, the shoes that I have as a minimalist. We'll call it a collection just for the sake of this video. And I figured we would talk about them. I changed a lot between what I had in the US versus what I have here living in Paris. I wear my shoes down because the floor here is very uneven. We have cobblestone. It's like that old, like old flooring. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but you know, like it really wears through my shoes. And also the way that I dress is a little bit different. And then I have some of my work shoes within that too. So I invested in my shoes this time around. I was kind of doing that a little bit in the US, but out here I knew I didn't want a lot of shoes. I didn't have the storage for a lot of shoes anyway, and I'm trying to keep it at that. I have no problem investing in shoes and bags because in my closet, those are like my accessories. Those are what kind of makes my outfits pop. I wear a lot of black. Today I'm wearing white, which is strange, but typically it's a lot of black, a lot of neutrals. And when I say neutrals, I have like 2 beige articles of clothing, so it's pretty plain. So bags and my shoes are where I tend to accessorize. Although I keep it quite simple, I like to have something like kind of special there. So let me show you what we have. Let's talk about why I have the pieces that I have and if there's anything that I would maybe add to this collection, although right now I don't think so. I'm pretty happy with what I have year long. So let me get everything. I'm so excited. I love shoes. I love to talk about shoes. So let's go. Okay, I'm out of breath from nothing. So let's start with what I'd say are my most worn shoes, which are these. These are my Chanel ballerinas. I actually don't know the name of this color, but these are not the classics. These are a darker brown. They're just the most beautiful color I've ever seen. I knew I really wanted ballerinas because I wear these for work and casually as well. Actually, I kind of dress the same casually that I do for work, honestly. These shoes are amazing, and these shoes made a lot of sense for me to get because my other option for work are my slingbacks, which are open in the back. I'll show this to you in a second. These obviously are closed. These I can wear with socks too, and sometimes I do. I don't know that it looks the best with socks, these, and pants, but you know, some days are cold and I do put the socks on and I'm at the office, so it doesn't matter. But for the most part, these I wear pretty much every day, all the time. I love them. They're comfortable, easy to walk in, easy to style, and they add a little something having that really special pretty brown. And actually, for those that know Chanel ballerinas, every time I wear these, I get some comments like, ooh, these are a special color. So that's cool. They were super hard to get. I made a video on them. I'm so happy to have them, and I just totally in love with them. I guess we'll talk about these next. And oh my gosh, they look a little bit tired. But it's fine. You know, like I think most people's shoes look like this, and from afar they look nice and clean, but then you know, like if you wear your shoes and you're a normal person, like they're gonna look something like this. I think I'm very careful with my shoes, but the ground is quite unforgiving in Paris. These I wear so much. These are like my summer shoe, for example, for like going to the office because they're open in the back but still closed in the front. I think that's quite important for like an office shoe, is that typically the toes are not out. I think the heel out is fine, but the toes not so much. I am not a big heel person for work. These are perfect. I prefer to be comfortable. I do about 10K steps a day, even when I'm at the office. So like I walk a lot, and I'm outside, I'm inside, I'm everywhere. So these are perfect. They're my first Chanel shoe that I got, and I'm so glad that I got these. I originally was really hesitating between ballerinas or these. Getting these was great. They're such a good staple. They look so good with everything, and they really dress up an outfit, and they're very you know, like they carry like the fashion house look. Like I feel like I have a really classic piece. And then it also made it that when I was ready to do ballerinas later, I was able to get a really cool color, which if I had gotten them before, I probably would have done the black ballerinas. And I'm glad I did these and not the black ballerinas. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm embarrassed to show these. Are my Ugg boots. I need to clean these desperately. I wear them a lot, and I've been wearing them a lot for more like chill days with my son going to the park. You're not supposed to get caught in the rain in Uggs, but I prefer to get caught in the rain in these than I would my other shoes. So these get a lot of wear, and honestly, when they're on the feet, can't really tell. This is like really exposing me though. These are pretty dirty. Eventually I do like a big like cleanup of my shoes. It's just, you know, I have like, how many shoes do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pairs of shoes, and within those 7 there's some that I don't wear ever for the most part. So the ones that I do wear, they rotate through very fast, and like I said, the ground's not forgiving. We have seasons here, so I'm a mom, they get worn. So yeah, the Ugg minis, I love these, so comfortable. I do like how they look. And I had made a video talking about Uggs a while ago, and like if you're getting a pair of Uggs, like what's the one that I recommend doing? And I think ultimately we landed on the classic snow platforms. So this is exactly what I did. These are great. I'll pull them out every year until I can't anymore. Next in boot world, I have these boots. These are so heavy. I have a like a boot what is it called? These guys that you put inside your boots. These I got for an insane price. I got these more than 50% off. These are the very well known the Rogue boots. I am in love with these boots. I love wearing them. I haven't worn them a lot because I haven't had the right pants for them. I have a pair of jeans that I took in to the tailor to take in on the waist a little bit, and these with those I'm gonna wear it all the time as soon as I pick up those jeans. And yeah, I absolutely love them. This is my 1 pair of black boots. I don't think you need a lot of black boots. When you find like the perfect black boot, you're good to go. So love these so much. Wearing those though, I have found that I should have sized up a bit more, because when you wear them a lot, your feet, this is horrible, but you know, your feet swell, the size kind of changes and you need a wider shoe. So these definitely did that to me. I took them to a shoe place in Paris to have the leather stretched a little bit, which really helped. And then that's why I have the shoe inserts inside to keep them stretched, because the leather will tend to go back. That's made them so much more comfortable, because they're my size, but wearing them a lot, like I told you, I walk so much. When you're doing 10K steps in your boots, eventually they start to get a little bit tight. So that really helps, and that helps with the longevity too. And I really recommend, if you have a place like that near you, it's really worth taking your shoes in. I could do a lot with my shoes. I could get them resoled and things like that, which I haven't done yet, but that's always an option in the future if I want to kind of revive my shoes too. Next up are my little Prada bare heels. Oh, I've had these for so long and I love them. They have the logo right here, very like subtle, like you wouldn't know what they are. Kind of a competition between whether the Rogue Bear sandals or these or any other are like the original Bear. Like I think Celine is the beginnings of the Bear sandal. But anyway, I got these very discounted in LA at Neiman's. I happened to go there one day and I had a credit there. I think I got these for something like $200 or $300, which was amazing. I absolutely love them. They're super comfortable. And since then, it's been really hard to find a heel that would top these. These are like my go-to heel. They go with everything I own. Super easy to wear. And with having these, I don't see myself getting another heel. I had gotten another pair of heels, and actually these are the ones I would choose every time. I absolutely love them. And oh my gosh. Now we're gonna go into, I guess, the summer shoes. So for summer, I have 2 pairs of shoes. I have these trusty Havianas flip-flops, you know, the plasticky beach or pool flip-flops. These I love, I recommend. You know, like I don't think you need to crazy invest in flip-flops. I've seen a lot of like fashion flip-flops come out throughout the recent years, but ultimately if you're gonna get them wet, you need a pair of these. So these are my like actually like enjoying the summer flip-flops. I think they actually do look cute casually, but these for me are too low to the ground for Paris and too exposed for the streets not being the cleanest. So these are strictly vacation. And saving the best for last. I don't know if they're the best. I love them all. I love all my shoes equally. We have the dad sandals. Oh my gosh. I love these so much. These are so cool. These have been like a dream shoe as well. And I think I found like a very cool pair. I looked at the classic leather ones and I don't know, I didn't love them. First off, I felt like I saw that, you know, the black with the gold and it's the chain CC. I felt like I just saw it too much, which is fine, but I wear my shoes so much. I don't have a lot to choose from. I don't want to get sick of my shoes, especially this kind of designer shoe. No way. I tried on a few and I wasn't gonna settle. I wanted to find a pair I really liked because I wasn't planning on getting multiples of these. I'm not at that place. I just have like one of the kind of shoe that I wear. And eventually these came out and I fell in love. These are suede, so very different. And these are not the get wet summer sandal, that's for sure. And they have a little coin detailing in silver, which I think is so pretty. So they look like super clean. They have like the regular dad aesthetic, but they're just like, I think like a bit more low key, I want to say. When I was at the store, I tried on so many and eventually these came out and I was like, oh, I really like these. Okay, but I wanted to kind of give myself the time to think about it and wait. And sure enough, there was a lady sitting across from me and she's like, she told her essay, she's like, if she doesn't buy these, I'm gonna get them. And I was like, all right, well, if I like them, I have to get them now, no waiting, because I got a lady over there ready to snatch them up. So I ended up getting normally I don't like to make purchases like that. I like to really wait and think, but wasn't really given the choice here. And I love them. It was the right decision. And actually the sizing is so crazy on these. I must tell you about the sizing. I've worn these so much that the sizing isn't on there anymore. With dad shoes, I knew that I wanted to do like probably an older collection. I had looked online a lot prior to buying them. And I actually wanted to also try them in store, knowing that they might not have a style that I liked from the new collection, just to know my size if I was gonna go the secondhand route. When I was at the store, my experience was that every shoe that they brought out in the range of my size fit differently. So like I tried like a couple 39s that all fit different. And eventually when these came out, he told me, oh, these are probably gonna be too big. They're like a 40.5, but you can try them on if you want. So I did because I loved how they looked. And sure enough, they actually fit really well. So if you're looking secondhand, just be mindful that the shoe may fit quite differently to how you normally size, and it's a little bit of a gamble, and just be ready for that. Thankfully, you can tighten them differently, and you know, I think you have a little bit of, it's okay if they don't fit perfectly because you can tighten them differently, but just be mindful of that, because ultimately with my experience trying on the shoes, I felt like I didn't know what my size was in those, and I just had to put my foot in and know based on looking at how my foot looks in the shoe, if that makes sense. And I guess to wrap up, we can talk about my Balenciaga tracks, which you might know from my old videos. I felt like with what happened with Balenciaga, the way that I dress now, they made a little bit less sense now, so I am going to be parting with those. Would I add another sneaker? I kind of asked myself that, and I don't know. I don't love how sneakers look. The whole Adidas Gazelle is not really my thing. I've owned Adidas like way back, like almost a decade ago, at the time when they made the first round of being really popular, and it was the shell toe. I was definitely a bigger fan of the Nike Air Forces when that came around much later, and then I don't know that a sneaker is exactly what I'm looking to add. There is a type of shoe, and don't laugh, that I really like, and it's the super simple white plimsoll. They have some at Muji that I was looking at, but at the same time it's like they're not expensive, they're super reasonable, like 30 bucks, but I was like, even 30 bucks, like does that even make sense for me to buy? Would I actually wear them? And what I do every time I buy a shoe is like, okay, like I know what I have at home, my collection that I have. Does buying this shoe fill a gap? Does it make sense? Or am I always going to choose one of the shoes I have over it? Or are they going to compete and that's kind of how I gauge if I should add a type of shoe or not. So sneaker is definitely missing, but I don't know that it's something that I'm in a rush to add. We'll see how the summer comes around, because typically I wear my sneakers more in the summer, but I have a really great summer shoe, so I don't know that I need to add a sneaker in there. Love to know what you think. I'd love to know what your favorite kind of shoe is, or if there's any from my collection that you liked, let me know. So yep, that is my minimal shoe collection. Super happy with what I have. I feel like it's super easy to get dressed. I don't have to think about the perfect option for whatever. It's just like almost like second nature. I just have the right shoe every time, which is something I'm super happy about, because it's kind of hard to curate into that, and there's so many things, especially when you like shoes, that are so tempting. But I feel like this is a really great collection, like a dream collection for me, and things that really dress up my everyday outfits while still making sense. They're still timeless, they'll last me a really long time, and I mean the quality is just stunning with what I have right now. So I'm super happy with it. I'd love to know what you guys think about the current like viral shoe, the Adidas Gazelles. Personally, not a trend that I would jump on, but I'd love to know if that's a shoe that you like, what you think about those, where like, you know, that direction of like having a super fun shoe, because they tend to be super colorful, which is definitely not what I have down here. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I would love to hit 5K this year. Kind of ambitious, but I don't know, I feel like it could happen, and I'd love your help with that. It means so much to me, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.